With Fliplet, the beauty of just being able to build something once and see it deployed across web, mobile, in app stores, things like that, it just makes everything a lot simpler and easier. I'm Nathan, the founder of 14OhFour. We're a digital agency that drives digital marketing growth for law firms. Prior to that, I worked in-house at law firms for about 9-ish years, from small law firms up to kind of large international firms. And my time there was often in the marketing team, but we had quite a nice segue into app building, and we were seconded into the IT team. So it was kind of that nice bridge between development and then launching, post-launch, things like that. At the moment, we use Fliplet to build digital products for our clients. So that can be mobile apps, that can be web apps, anything from kind of data collection up to nice client-facing, flashy things, really. 14OhFour supports clients, predominantly law firms, in building digital products. This is quite often mobile apps, but the beauty of Fliplet is that we can also build web apps just as quickly and easily. And these range from internal events, internal communications. They can be client-facing apps. We've also built quite a few tools that help with law firm workflows. So in particular, we built an app for a small private client firm to really tighten up that will writing process, because it's quite a messy, archaic process. We also built quite a lot of reference apps, because as law firms, the biggest thing that you sell to your clients is your knowledge, is your expertise. So reference apps were always great for demonstrating that to the clients. Before Fliplet, it was just a very dark, barren wasteland of nothingness. But prior to that, they were kind of products that, you would have to build responsive websites. Specifically, there was products, I think, there was one called PhoneGap, which, just made me want to not build apps. So now, with Fliplet, the beauty of just being able to build something once and see it deployed across web, mobile, in app stores, things like that, it just makes everything a lot simpler and easier. We choose to use Fliplet for a few reasons: speed and security. Speed, meaning that we can get things to market a lot quicker, a lot cheaper, and we can make changes along the way. And also in terms of security, obviously working with law firms, that is probably number one on the agenda. And for us, knowing that so many large international firms and other businesses use Fliplet, it makes us feel quite safe that it's a very secure platform, and it's always kind of helpful for proposals and things like that. The main reason we pick Fliplet for majority of cases is that there are the initial building blocks there, which are fantastic, but you can then instantly dive into any one of those and expand them as much or as little as you want. So it just speeds up the time to market, but it also gives us a lot more control to really tighten things up and make them work for each individual client. Currently, we use most of Fliplet's features, and with new ones being brought out, I would say each quarter, we're never kind of left bored with new features to use. Some of the features that we've been testing in very early stages are some of the AI features that they're releasing, purely because we haven't really seen any other development platform launch any good ones up till now. So it just allows us to really kind of basically play around, see what works, and once we figure that out, then take that to clients. A recent feature that we expanded on Fliplet was the pre-built forms. So Fliplet has these amazing forms that are ready to go, but we kind of wanted to make the user experience slightly different for this app. So we were able to create multi-step forms just with a few lines of code, and it meant that the user experience was really tightened up and was really sleek, because we had a lot of questions to ask. The key benefits from Fliplet for us building apps is speed. It just means that we can get stuff to market a lot quicker, a lot faster, and for us to make changes along the way as well. So it means that we can really work with the clients at each step, rather than having like key steps that we just get them involved. And we can only really do that with Fliplet because of how quick and simple it is to make changes and build screens. One of the other things that is often not talked about is the level of support and also the community, because we can dive in and ask questions whenever needed, and we get quick responses. We work with the team at Fliplet to come up with solutions when sometimes we're not sure the best way to approach things, and we've never really found that support anywhere else. When law firms first started using apps, it was more just as a way to present information that already existed. They weren't that helpful, they were more gimmicky. Nice marketing stunts, they did the job. What we've seen with apps for law firms over the last 10 years is for them that they evolve. They provide users with a much more succinct experience, whether that be at law firm events, whether that be trying to compare different laws across jurisdictions, and they're really becoming like a key part of the digital toolbox for law firms. We use Fliplet as part of our larger workflow in delivering digital tools for clients. That usually starts with a discovery stage where we sit down with the client and figure out basically what their end goal is. We then crack on with a design stage where we really try to polish the look and feel of the app. So it's not just kind of a bog standard boring corporate app, it's actually something that clients want to use. From then we can go straight into development with Fliplet because we don't have large databases to sell, we don't have large infrastructure costs, things like that. And then after that we go into launch, and that means that we can basically get the app live onto the app stores ready for people to use. The beauty of Fliplet is that once it is launched, we can then push updates so much quicker and so much easier than any other toolie that we've used. So it really gives clients that peace of mind that we can make changes as and when. So we've built event apps for small and large firms. Partner retreat apps in particular are always a nice crowd pleaser because they really allow you to demonstrate the capabilities of Fliplet internally. We also worked with a large international firm on an event app for their clients and contacts, and it allowed us to basically keep in touch with them before, during and after the event. So it really just adds that kind of nice personal touch, but to a group of people, which is really helpful. One of the client-facing apps that we've built for law firms include cyber response apps, kind of data breach apps. They're a great way for law firms to demonstrate to their clients that they're there when they need them most. They're just at the touch of a button on an app. We've also worked on jurisdiction comparison apps. They're always quite nice to bring together multiple teams across law firms. And quite recently, actually, we built a will generation app for a small law firm, which allowed them to collate lots of information from their clients using their mobile and generate a will for them at the end of it. We recently launched our own product for law firms using Fliplet. Reason being, we can build on mobile, web, and it just makes it a lot quicker and easier. And our product Capture allows law firms to quickly capture all of their information regarding matter management, directory management, quotes, profiles, all into one place, and very quickly and easily access that through the search and filter functionality that Fliplet provides. With Capture, you can very quickly grab this information for pitches, for brochures, for directories, and it just brings everything together and allows you to pull it out very quickly. The best way to find out more information about 14OhFour is by visiting our website, 14OhFour.co.uk, and on there you'll see our services, case studies, clients we've worked with, and to find out more about Capture, our experience management platform, the best way is to reach out to me on LinkedIn because we're running a closed beta at the moment.